Nick here, RevXS Customs. Today we're going to have a look at a crawler from TopDownforce.com. Now these guys reached out to us and sent us this unit. It's something I'd consider more of a toy grade RC, but I was interested to see how far they've come since I've last had one. So in the box it looks like a great unit. The body on these is meant to be alloy, which, you know, the panels are alloy, which is cool to see. It's not just all plastic. Now I'll start off with the controller. Controller straight away, yeah, feels quite cheap. One thing I noticed straight away, it's got no throttle control, and I'm going to say, listening to that click, steering is just left, right, or forward and back. Now the reason we agreed to this, because we read that it was brushless, and we're like, well, you know, those brushless 2.4 Spectrum gear, we thought, well, maybe they haven't cheaped out. Maybe it's got some throttle control, but doesn't appear to have any, which, you know, all that aside, keep on looking and see what we've got. Now we've got USB charger for your battery, NIM batteries in these. Can't remember the capacity of them. I don't think they were the biggest either, but being brushless they should be pretty efficient. Now the car itself looks still pretty good, you know, for a cheap car. Some of the cheap ones you see, they don't look the best. Very basic suspension. Now the way that these are actually set up, they are actually four-wheel drive, but we've got motor located in the front, motor located in the back. You can get quite good flex out of it. You know, it's quite a hard spring considering how light this is. You'd think it'd be a little bit softer. Now to confirm what I thought, so you're steering, it's either left or right. Okay. At the end of the day, these are designed for kids. These are not a professional crawler, so for the price you're paying, you can't expect the world. So if we turn this on now, we will confirm that the steering, like I said, left or right throttle. Now they claim these get up to 15 k's an hour, which will be interesting to see. And also they're claiming it can get over slopes of 45 degrees, which, yeah, once again, now the tyres themselves are actually quite, while they're soft, they are quite hard at the same time. Be nice to see something a little bit maybe softer that will actually really grip. But obviously they might break in over time. We're also going to be giving this unit away once we finish the review. If you guys want more information, we'll give a little bit more at the end of the video. There'll also be a link in the description to where you can enter. There'll be multiple ways to enter by subscribing to our YouTube, also visiting TopDownforce.com, and also, you know, our Instagram. There's going to be multiple ways for you guys to enter. Otherwise, let's get this outside and see what it can actually do. So we have this outside, and I can't say I was impressed, but once again, the price you pay for them, you can't expect too much. Now, as I thought, these tyres way too hard. It gave you really no grip. Another thing, this bumper got in the way of climbing stuff that is removable, which is good to see. So I suppose it's not, you can remove it, get it out of your way. Now, there was one thing while we were moving the GoPro around we noticed, we didn't actually see, but to me, I've got a sneaking suspicion that these aren't actually brush motors. You know, short of taking this whole thing apart, I'm pretty sure I'm right that these are only brush motors, not brushes as described. Now you notice there's quite a bit of grease and stuff that are built up around these arms. I'm guessing it's just from the gearbox itself to keep everything lubed. You see a little bit sort of around the back as well. It might be hard to see on the camera. Now, it does what it says. You know, it does climb, I'm not going to say amazingly, but it did climb. Now, it's got a good looking body to it, I'll give it that. Now, this could be a good base for anyone who wanted to building something custom and buy your own axles and actually convert this. Like, there's quite a bit of room inside this cab, so you could actually probably run like the WPL crawler stuff. You could probably pick up one of those diffs. They may be a little bit small. There's probably something else on the market that you could actually make this work and use this as a good solid base for anything. Now, possibly I might pick one up later on and actually have a play with it and actually maybe make this into a proper little crawler. Now, you know, you've got lights here. You could possibly actually, yeah, they're actually empty buckets in there, so you could actually put LEDs into this. You could actually make this quite a good looking unit. Now, if you guys are interested in the giveaway, there's going to be a link in the description below for gleam.io. It's pretty easy. You just visit the pages that are there. There's multiple ways to enter. And once again, thanks to Top Down Force for sending us this. Their link is going to be in the description if you want to pick one up. There's also a discount code there as well. If you don't want to risk trying to win this and you just want to buy one, you know, for your kid. You know, it's perfect for a little kid to drive around. It doesn't go fast enough to really destroy anything. It's not going to destroy your furniture or, you know, break your toes or anything like that. You know, it's a good little intro thing into crawling. You know, if you don't want to spend a lot of money and something that's doesn't going to go fast enough to break. And yeah, I mean, you should get good run time out of this. We played around with it for about 15-20 minutes on a, you know, it wasn't even fully charged. And it was still going strong. There definitely are things they could improve upon. You know, I mean, you look at WL Toys, they're producing the crawlers for not a lot of money and they're ready to run. And they're probably a bit better standard to this. I do like the fact that these are alloy panels on it rather than plastic, which is cool to see, but sort of falls a little bit short of the mark of what I was expecting. You know, sort of 20 years since I've had what I'd class as it's probably been more than 20 years. Having something that I was classed as more of a sort of toy grades, you know, something that you're going to pick up at Walmart if you're American or came out here in Australia or New Zealand. You'd expect, you know, now everything's getting cheaper, that they would actually have a proper proportional steering and throttle, which would make this so much nicer to drive. Because I mean, trying to crawl with this, you're either power on, power off, which makes it very hard. You know, number one in a crawler, if anyone's done, you know, 10 scale crawling, throttle control is everything. This doesn't have it. So don't forget, you know, if you guys want to enter, links below for everything. You know, until the next video, have a good one.